garies, gentlemen, guys, burrows, and all variations of the species. No, you're not confused. No, this isn't the wrong podcast. This is the Unofficial Official podcast, complete with -1 troll with them all this week. As
Complete with all of the wrong people.
yeah, yeah, you're the wrong people, Yangy. That's for damn sure. As Troll is currently in heavily in labour. His waters have broke. He has surrounded the cave where he dwells with the appropriate docking leaves
He's about to have a troll with a freckle.
and elven leaves, so that he can slowly but surely scurry into the back and duplicate. As everybody knows, that's how trolls have babies. So we wish him nothing more than the best to obviously miss his troll, and we're missing him this week. But he was adamant that the show must go on in light of the missing troll. So what he did do good. He did that good. Was went ahead and asked Mr. Yangy Young if he would co-host and appear at his place.
Yeah,
And
I'm troll. I'm a dad.
No, you're not.
Hope I'm not.
That's like they
No
just
secret wage you've got hidden from me, Alex, is there?
no, you're not.
No, that I know of.
That's a secret wage
Not
you've
that
got
you know
hidden
of.
for me. That sounds like some Fritzl ass shit right there, doesn't it? No, maybe 3 in the basement. You don't know. And and as you can
Please just grow my snacks already.
and as you can hear, also we have the newest and truest member of the Unofficial Official podcast, possible new future co-host, if they would be quite happy to accept the role. It's
Definitely.
Alyx.
Hello.
The Alyx the problematic is what we call her on this show. Call them on this show. They just like to fucking throw around cultural appropriative terms and but we understand
I'm
it.
talking about my bangs.
They're actually don't say my bangs for a different reason though. For a different reason. But we understand and empathise that they are actually picking up a lot of their bad habits from Yangy. And hanging around the problematic Yangy. And of course,
I love
also
that last week they were like, we're not having Yangy on here, and now he's on here. Like, what's that about?
I have a strong influence over people.
Troll, I don't know what he's got on Troll, but Troll went ahead and invited him. Before I could frantically DM Troll and go, no, I deal with enough Yangy once a week. I get my weekly dose, I get my weekly fix of Yangy injected straight into me, and that is more than enough.
Don't say injected straight into you.
Yeah,
What?
that's it. That's the spirit.
Pumpernickeled into you or something.
But all I'm saying is, you asked me to become the new Doctor Darkseid.
The words never came out of my mouth. Disavow Darkseid. I never said that. I never said he's the new Doctor Darkseid.
Can we minus Yangy's points?
Yes, minus 10,000 rock points, Yangy. How dare you tell people live what I said in the DMs? And of course, in true stylish fashion, turning up way on time to not his podcast, and a podcast he wasn't invited to, but still somehow makes it here bang on time to do nothing more than annoy me, is the one and only Grandmaster Tech.
So we're man, styling.
Styling. I like tech and styling have ever been in the same sentence, but okay.
It works though. Yeah.
You've never seen some stylish technology.
I've seen stylish technologies. I kind of like. I've seen tech styling and profiling, but at the same time, it's not a pretty
Don't
sight.
say profiling.
Yeah. Grandmaster, you racially profile people.
Whoa, hey, whoa! It's not a thing. Listen, Grandmaster, like Grandmaster Funk Flex. What?
I'm a Grandmaster in the Tree Masons. There we go.
The Tree Masons? Oh, it's treason, is it? That's
all
when,
about that nature.
That's when you meditate in trees. It's not when you actually. Anyway, so this week I've come way more prepared than the monetizables last week, where I didn't come prepared. So what I thought I'd do is just randomly spurt out and babble out what we've been doing the past week or so that we have a topic. Although to be fair, I only really have one topic, and I can't hold back from quote unquote blowing my load a little early.
You
Fucking.
don't need the quote unquote when it's literal.
I'll quote unquote you, literally. What?
Right. Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
you don't want to
You
get
try and make that work.
you don't want to get cut down, okay? You don't want to get released,
Oh,
okay?
for fuck's sake, with the shite
Say
transitions
what?
again.
Listen, all I'm saying is my dream has come true. 2021 is going to be the greatest year in cinema history. It's going to be the year that saves the DC extended universe. It's the cinematic
Aye, the release
universe
of Snydercut.
because
I'm
hashtag
excited.
release the Snyder Cut. We did it, boys, girls, ladies, gentlemen, and all those in between. We did it. 20 million they're going to spend allegedly, and they're going to give Snyder his fucking due. Don't say Jew, and they're going to let him. They're going to let him.
What have you got against Jews?
Whoa, hey, whoa! You can't. Whoa, can't say. I
What
say
is it with you and
Jew.
bloody racism this morning?
I
Ryan?
say DEW, Jew, like morning Jew. Fucking hell. Yeah, get on brand. The rumor is that he has even been quoted as saying it might be up to a 4-hour cut. I'm so happy. He might actually do it episodically. Might not. I don't know how they're going to do this because Ben Affleck has since hung up the cape. Does this mean we have all the footage? I mean, what's your guys' opinions? That the internet has won the greatest battle ever fought. Yeah, it makes me whistle too.
Typical fashion style. Let me turn that off.
Yangy, come on. You surely you were as desperate for the Snyder cut as me.
I'm excited. I saw the trailer. The trailer looks cool. I'm ready for my black suit Superman.
There's a trailer.
Yeah.
God damn it,
What,
Yangy, why don't you mess with the fucking trailer?
you mean you weren't on the pulse of the nation, right?
I
When you
may
spoke?
have furiously masturbated at the headline and passed out in a fucking fit of euphoria. Okay.
Hope you're a fake fan.
No, I just listen. I like my
Big fan.
spoilers. To be fair, I'm kind of off trailers since I watched the new Kristen Nolan trailer. I don't know if you've seen that shit. Tenet, Tenet. It's spelled the same backwards. It's a palindrome with Tenet, but it's not. It's not Inception. They can just rewind shit.
I don't know what you're talking about though.
Oh, yeah, Tenet. Chris Nolan film. He's no Logan. What?
Okay, Tenet.
Mate.
Logan Paul film.
No, I wish it would, because then it would reverse Logan Paul's career. But I'm fucking absolutely positive. I think it's really cool. I don't know how much you know. Have you?
I know nothing about anything.
Yeah.
Ever.
Right. So long story short, a long time ago, comic books were invented, right? And what they done
Mhm.
was they made this guy who like made he dressed up as a bat and shit. So like fast forward
Wow.
like a bunch of years and shit, they decided to make these into film franchises. And it turns out they actually done really well. But problem was DC done it all really good before MCU done it a wee bit better. Arguably Dark Knight trilogy being one of the best trilogy, if fucking the best superhero
That's the
trilogy
one
of
with
all
the big
time.
man that's the bat. Yeah.
That's the one, die, the big batty man.
Yeah.
Big COVID
The big
spreader.
flying furry.
The big. Don't you listen? He's in rubber. It's a fucking BDSM. It's not furry. But
That's kinky. Okay.
so it's actually kind of tragic. Zack Snyder was pretty successful doing stuff like fucking 300, Sin City, all that sort of shit. He created a real aesthetic at the time. These movies were fucking hits at the time, but then they kind of pushed him along, gave him the fucking DCEU. Did a Man of Steel, arguably one of the greatest Superman films of all time. Fuck all the haters. Henry Cavill as Superman. How dare you? And then they decided what they were going to do was rush together to put Batman versus Superman together, which would have been amazing and was amazing in my opinion. Still an absolutely brilliant film. Fuck all the haters. But they were kind of trying to use it as a segue into a Justice League. They got halfway through doing the Justice League and Zack Snyder lost a child.
To
Dropped
be
out.
more specific, she topped herself.
wow. Well, no one was asking for the specifics, but okay, it's on brand. It's DC, I suppose. Hey, dark. He's so dark. It's
I
dark.
knew DC was like dark in that, but I didn't realise it was
Yeah,
that dark.
I bleeds into real life a little bit.
So,
hell.
Oh my god, right. So you can't shout at me because I almost said this and then I realised it was really bad and held myself back. But I'm going to tell you what I almost said there.
okay.
Wait.
It bleeds into real life. Much like her wrists.
Whoa, disavow. So, moving swiftly on, Zack Snyder dropped out of doing the production duties and stuff and finishing off Justice League. They got old fucking Buffy the Vampire Slayer tits and Firefly boy. What's his face? I always forget it now because he got hashtag Me Too'd because it turned out he was actually sleeping with all the stars or trying to hump all the stars. He came in and finished it, and then the internet kind of went crazy because Justice League was somewhat universally panned, even though it was an absolute masterpiece. I don't care what anyone says. Could have been better. It could have been better. I think it would have been better as a Zack Snyder film with a Hans Zimmer soundtrack, personally. But I
I love Hans Zimmer.
think Buffy Tits producer boy done no bad. Tech, go and look up Buffy Tits producer guy. Come on, you remember things. You haven't used up all your knowledge on a quiz lately, have you?
What?
Type in Buffy the Vampire Slayer producer guy.
Buffy tits.
No, don't type Buffy Tits.
Vampire producer guy.
I don't know,
That
like,
actually worked. Oh, gee.
and so who have we got?
Yeah, I'm trying. Hold on.
I want to say Jeff Goldblum,
David
but I know it's
Fury.
not Jeff Goldblum. What?
David Fury.
It's not
Hold
David
on.
Fury. It's the same guy that
Yeah.
wrote fucking Firefly. You know what I'm talking about.
Hold on. I'm getting there. David Fury is the producer.
Director then. It's going to really piss me off. I always forget this guy's name.
Yeah. Started early. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Joss Whedon.
That's the fucking one. Oh,
How could you forget Joss Whedon?
because he got hashtag Me Too. Do we need to forget him? But he survived somehow, so it's okay. He didn't rape anyone or fiddle anyone. He just, leveraged his power to slowly but surely seduce all the women that he was working with and was cheating on his wife several
That's
fucking
how
times.
presidents are born, though.
Joss
Fucking
Whedon
hell.
for president? Wow. So Zack Snyder is now, after a long and healthy hashtag release the Snydercut campaign, the internet went fucking crazy because they were sure that this cut existed of Justice League. I mean, it was really weird because they released the Snyder cut of Batman Superman, which was all about not even 15 minutes more footage, which literally just made the film better. Like, it addressed several of the complaints that people had about the film, and it was fucking awesome. But for whatever reason, they never released it like that. However, this is going to be a complete overhaul. You're talking about 20 million odd. With, like I say, how the fuck are we going to get the actors back in and shit? Anyway, I've talked enough about Batman, Superman. What's tickled everyone else's fancy this week? Alex, what you been up to this week?
I mean, I finally finished Glee.
You were on your Glee bench, totally. Was it
Finished it.
was it a sad,
That
sorrowful
was
affair at the finale?
more than a week ago.
It was very emotional. I cried.
Did you cry because it's dodgy and there's nonsense in the storyline, or did you cry because it's over and you're never going to see it again?
I cried because I'm a mess.
Because I'm a mess. Just
Alex
emotionally,
cries
I'm
at
a
pictures
mess.
of dogs, like.
Yeah, I do. I
Don't
cry at
you?
everything.
Are you a fucking sociopath, Yangy?
Fair point.
Right, good stuff.
Other than that, I mean, I've recorded some more songs. I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, so
You
I'm
certainly
famous.
did.
So I don't even know what I'm doing here with you plebs.
You're actually at 103.
Buzzing, mate. Actual buzzing.
103.
Look, my old channel, Yangy Productions, has 278, so up
Yeah,
there.
he's actual salty about the
Yeah,
fact that I have
but that's your
subscribed to him,
old
and
channel
big
that you
time
don't
salty.
even use anymore. You've only got 95 on this one. Technically, Alex is totally beating you, Yangy.
Yeah.
I've got it up on screen, by the way. There's evidence and everything.
Way. Yeah, so I've done some songs. I've done some painting. I think I did painting this week.
Nice.
We went and had a walk in the woods. That was nice.
Ayleyburn Park in Livy turns out to be very good for walking dogs.
Ethel
However, Ethel did try to
jump.
jump in the lake, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ethel.
She,
That's a wee
she
shame.
did for a second and then immediately jumped back out once she realised the water was cold.
Nope, 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 nope.
That sounds like Tech going for his weekly bath.
What are you trying to say?
His weekly oil treatment.
Come on, right,
That's
that's
completely
me.
different.
You know he doesn't bath once a week. It's at least once every 3 months.
Hey, there we go.
Well, you've got to conserve water on this ship, you know what I mean?
Yangy, what have you been up to? I've got to dread asking this. I'm gonna regret asking. What have you been up to
I'm
this week?
scared of what the answer's going to be too, to be honest.
Saints Row 3 Remastered came out. That's been pretty fun. I installed 5M to, play with all of the Indi Scots people and all them on their Scottish 5M GTA server. Currently installing Civ 6 because it's free on the Epic Games Store. And, why not? Free game's a free game.
Yeah, hell yeah, I need to grab that actually. Civ 6 is free this week.
Yeah. Just
Don't laugh at me playing Civ 6.
no, I'm just saying, just don't do it just before you're meant to actually do a podcast or say a quiz with someone.
Why?
Is there beef? I feel
I've
like
done the usual. Oh, yes, it's installed. Right, let's boot it up to see if it'll actually work, or if, in typical Epic fashion, it'll just constantly keep crashing. And I ended up about an hour into a game before I was like, oh wait, I've got a quiz today. Shit.
Is that what your post was in the Indi Scots? You're like, just to confirm, the quiz not AI. Aye. Okay, now the props. You're like frantically spamming shutdown on fucking Civ.
Pretty much, COD was like, where you at, bruh? I'm like,
I'm less offended.
currently wrist deep in some enemy territory right now.
I'm less offended about that than, fucking Snow White not being the first Disney princess.
I did love that though.
Wow.
that is the most offensive thing I've ever heard.
Retroactively made a princess, therefore she is the first princess.
Yeah, I ain't never heard
regardless
such
of being
retcon bullshit in all my life.
I was not happy.
Yeah, so
Oh.
for those of us who aren't aware what we're talking about, every week now on the Indi Scots Community Games Night, we are hosting and doing a quiz, which Grandmaster Tech is one of the Quizler masters, the Quizlophiles, I think we call them,
Good old Claude ate my dog.
and usually Troll, but obviously
Mm.
Troll's run around with
Battlefield shagged my fish.
and Battlefield shagged my fish. Clownfish ate my cat. Sorry, that tickled me pink for no reason. But yeah, we do that quiz every week now, and there are some questionable answers given, such as who was the first Disney princess, and the answer
With someone I've never heard of.
yeah was Persephone, Persephone, Hermione.
Stephanie, the goddess of the sun or something.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
There was.
I like that title. Like that'd be so much cooler. Persephone, the goddess of the sun, or some.
No,
What
it's something
is-
with a K at the end.
Like everyone, because everyone's seen that short film with Persephone from Disney.
there's-
You know Disney short films before Disney made films.
There's supposedly rumors that they're going to be making Persephone into a full movie, but
Tech, you're
At the
wrong.
same
Just
time-
admit that you're wrong, and we can all move on.
however, I will admit there is just one slight thing that does annoy me about that answer is the fact that
Yangy Delphine.
no, that one doesn't annoy me, not as much as Privilege does.
That's
the fact
shocking.
that even though they made her retroactively a princess, technically the film title is Goddess of the Sun, so therefore Persephone is a goddess, not a princess.
Yeah.
Oh.
We were right.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's
Aye.
literally just dobbed in his own quiz. I think we should stage a coup next week, folks.
But they made her a princess, so
But that's retroactive. That's bullshit. That's like
That's
saying
like saying Captain America was the first Avengers movie just because it's set first.
true.
It was I know the movie's called The First Avenger, but it wasn't the first Avenger.
It was
because
actually
fucking
Ang
Iron
Lee's
Man.
Hulk. No, you're wrong. It's Hulk. Hulk was the first one.
I love Mark Ruffalo. I just want to cuddle him.
Yeah, it wasn't Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo's the shit. I miss him, but not as good as Edward Norton. Hulk. No? Huh? Fight Club
Yeah.
Hulk?
I want Mark Ruffalo to be my dad. So
Ooh,
Mark
ooh,
Ruffalo would be
that's
my
a
daddy.
that's a different type of show, folks. Daddy Hulk, please. Right.
Take to the NSFW channel.
no,
Yeah.
not as Hulk, but as like Bruce Banner.
For some reason, it sounds worse when you say as Bruce Banner. Brucey baby. It's kind of cute and endearing to think as a big fuck off Hulk being your daddy. Fucking big
No, I
sexy
didn't
Bruce
say
Banner.
daddy. I said dad, like father figure.
We knew what Yangy meant.
Oh,
Well,
Yangy, man.
yeah, that's it. You were thinking it though. That's what I mean. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. I just don't do those in that order all the time, every time. Tech, what have you been up to this week other than playing Quizler and Civler?
Trying to download Star Citizen.
Okay.
'Cause it's free to play until the 1st of July or 1st of June, I think. But I thought I'd get a wee try before go and pump 30 quid into it.
And what are we just gonna like overlook the whole fact you done a vid?
Yeah, we're going to overlook that one. That was quite a dank vid,
It's like,
but
but it's like what, like how many years we've had this channel, and you've actually made a vid.
I do vid quite a lot, but unfortunately they tend to be testing vids that end up not
Yeah,
being
testing
working
vids that don't get on the chan, then they don't include as a vid, right?
Alex, do you know what the fuck's going on? 'Cause I've got no clue.
Tech made a video, and we published
With
it.
his face in it.
Oh,
that
no,
was the
no,
Fallout
that's
one.
whoa, hey, we're trying to gain subscribers here, Alex. Okay, off cam at all points. Yeah, he made a
If you
Fallout
ever
4
want
vid.
subscribers, then I'll just be in a video. and
There
then you'll
we
get
go.
all the
That's it.
snips.
You know, I think we went all the wrong way round here, man. We shouldn't have had that Yangy to kick it. He's like such a low subscriber count. If anything, he's orbiting us around the
Why
lower
that
subscriber
difference
count.
is eight, you know?
But yeah, Tech made a video, 40 minutes of a Fallout 4 playthrough where he eventually gets chased down by some bots, which is kind of funny because he's a tech, he's a robot, and he gets chased by bots. And he's played Fallout
Yeah,
4 for ages, and he still gets like spanked at a game.
But it wasn't you've been shot. It was you have been turned to particleized ash.
So what we're saying is, Tech made a vid on the Chan where he gets chased by the bots.
Yes. Yeah.
See,
Perfect.
Alex gets it. Don't you see? This is why they're a perfect fit for this podcast. Alex gets it. Yangy's still, he's trying. He's to bless him, he's trying. But yeah. Well, what I've been up to this week. What have I not been up to this week? Come on, guys. It's me. It's content king here. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking me and Manny been streaming together. We done a Fallout fashion show. Yes, we did. It was absolutely amazing. You don't have any sense of fashion or style, Yangy, so you can't speak.
Yangy's a goth. Pass it on.
It was actually not National Goth Day or week or something like that the other day there as well.
Yangy, I should have slide tackled you, man.
Yeah, so we done a cool fashion show thing. I'm gonna chop that up and make it into a kick-ass video. Really enjoyed the stream actually. Just a fucking laugh, you know. I was gonna lose my shit earlier on that day because I spent the entire day making a huge project radioactive runway stage with lights and fucking you name it, roofing and really big a big fuck off runway decorations, the lot. And of course, Bethesda, please, just wouldn't let me save that shit or move it. And then the server crashed, and then I nearly kicked fuck out walls. So thankfully, the guys jumped in at the last minute and helped me out, and we fucking built a little something. But that'll be out within the coming weeks. I had to bump. Yeah, mate. Fucking right, bro. Honestly, it's no messing,
I bet that wall's well scared of you now.
bro. You want to see its fucking
If I was
face?
a wall, I wouldn't fuck with you.
Hey, well, you, I'm trying not to
Get
make
wrecked,
any
mate.
sort of inappropriate puns or something like that, but yeah, like cement, what? Grout? Press X to grout. Nah, anyway.
I am Grout.
Oh, is that what you shout when you're shagging the ball? Anyway, fuck's
Are you
sake.
calling me a wall?
When you're shagging the wall, just refer to Alyx as the wall. Well,
Well,
you
brings
were
a new definition to another hole in the wall.
referred to as what was it? An undetermined, unidentified the other week there in
Unidentified
Create
wall.
Scotland. Was that not one of the funniest shit? With a couple of younger boys
Oh,
on, one of them
so
was
Me
like,
and you were
wait,
absolutely
boys,
cruising
girls,
and no one else understood why
eh,
we were laughing.
boys,
that-
girls, and unidentified. Well,
does
it
that
was
mean you're
so
an,
adorable.
does that mean you're an ubu?
Well,
Unidentified
no,
walking object.
we said it was a.
Unidentified wall object.
I identify as some sort of a wall hanging drape or lamp or something. I don't know.
But it was so adorable. One of the younger lads in the chat first identified Alyx as
Stop calling
the
children
female.
adorable, you fucking creep.
Just kept calling Alyx the female in the chat. To which I was like, "Can you not see Alex's like blinking name every time Alyx speaks? They are fucking Alex. You don't have to come up with it." And then it was like, "All right, so boys, girls, and unidentified." And I was just like, "Who the fuck is unidentified? Who? Who among us is unidentified? We've all have name tags, okay? I've heard too many fucking things about the whole like non-binary or gender identification stuff where people are what do you call it, othered, or fucking like you're objectifying them through the use of language or what have you. But
My
to be
personal favourite is it.
yeah, like stuff like that. But I think it's got to be a first for you to have been unidentified. Like he's some sort of a fucking radar pinging off you or something.
It's usually something you say at the scene of a crash, you know?
It's like unidentified.
Well, you
Oh,
either
do you
a
know what?
John
If I
Doe
ever
or a
get
Jane
murdered,
Doe.
they're
What's the
gonna be like,
non-binary equivalent?
they're gonna be like,
Unidentified though.
we found an unidentified person.
What's a solid gender neutral name? Jack Doe.
I
What?
want I want I, I thought Alex was a decent enough one. I want unidentified.
Aye, but Alex Doe just
Alex.
sounds really dodgy, furry, kind of.
I think we want a role in the Fawk Chronicles Discord, just unidentified.
Yeah, stick me and Sam in there.
Yeah. You only get them if you're cool, totally. You only get them if you're cool and people
And
don't
really
know what to
trendy
call you.
and really up to date with all the genders.
Yep, that's it. Up to date with all the genders. I love it. I've got
You have to
my
go through
logbook.
like a company sanctioned training scheme for that list.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. You know, you had to
It's
like
called
go through
childhood
and then
trauma.
Well, that's
fuck me
an
like
age-long training scheme.
Wow, Yangy, that's so offensive. That's so
Yeah,
offensive.
Yangy,
Fucking
that's not
funny
very
though, innit?
supportive, is
You,
it?
you stood on the unidentified's joke, and then you also accused him of being mentally handicapped. Wow.
Alex,
Oh, think careful
Um,
are you?
on your next one. Come on, Yangy, finish that sentence. Come on.
yeah, go on. Dare ya.
Alex yesterday said that they thought San Francisco was a state. So if you're trying to tell me that's not mentally handicapped,
Oh,
I was half asleep, to be fair.
Well, to be
Like-
fair, it could be in a state at the moment.
who
I'm a
cares?
state.
Who cares about the states? Right, those bastards seceded years ago and fucked off. Anti-colonial is what I call that. Okay.
And you're
I don't know. I
anti-colonial.
just know that the place is run by the big orange man, and that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Orange man, bad. Yeah, one of
Yeah,
those.
you gotta get tangled every time you reach the states now.
No, you're gonna get Independence Day. You know, see, that's what I didn't run on last week's podcast because it was a video of the unmonetizables. The Yangy posted me a picture of Trump posting out a meme video where someone had photoshopped his head onto the Independence Day president's speech while they photoshopped like a bunch of memesters and
They showed them.
YouTubers' heads on all the crowd. Like literally Mark Dice, a guy who was known for accusing Jay-Z of being in the Illuminati and making sacrifices, who now just makes commentary videos on CNN breakdowns. Like, it's fucking weird. But the president tweeted that out. I love it. I love 2020. What the fuck? Honestly.
What is going on?
Hey, it's like the wrestling needs to take a big fucking script at the books, man. A big leaf at their books right now because like I've
Oh,
been
here it is,
catching up.
one again talking about
Yeah,
what?
well,
taking men climbing over the top of each other.
I'm
Me
not
and
that
Yangy
intolerant,
have been-
Yangy.
Me and Yangy have been watching the Marvel films, right? And honestly, they're not even that interesting anymore because nothing that happens in them is as dramatic as what's happening this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fuck you, Yagi. At least I watch men out of costume, oiled up and naked, instead of just fantasizing about them in cosplay, watching MCU films all day. Hmm?
So hold on, you watch them out of costume and naked, and how
Yes,
do you
in
be
all
naked
God's
in
glory.
costume? How do you
Okay.
be
Speaking of
naked
out
in
of costume and
Can I
naked,
explain that?
we're going to talk about Arrow
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Stephen Amell. Hi.
I would like to see him out of costume and naked.
After seeing the presenter we saw in wrestling yesterday, that's naked in costume.
You missed out then, Yangi, because Stephen Amell did actually appear in wrestling at one point. Hmm? Double or
I would
nothing.
actually die.
AEW. His brother is actually a wrestler for AEW and looks fucking the spit of him. And back when
His
I think it
cousin
was
Robbie Amell looks a lot
So,
like that
Yangy,
too.
what I'm saying is that we're getting a divorce and I'm going to go and find Stephen Amell's brother.
bidda,
Good
bidda,
luck with
bidda,
that.
bidda.
Pretty sure he's straight.
That'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Just turn in 1 week on Arrow and there's fucking Alex. I am
Oh, God,
Eloise.
Arrow's done now.
Don't done now. Don't spoiler it. Fuck's sake. I'm only just catching up in season 7, like the end of season 7 after the last year's Elseworlds.
I've not quite finished it yet. I've got a couple of episodes to go.
Well, I'm going to need to catch up because the fucking Batwoman's out. Ruby Rose is fucking off.
Oh, I'm so mad.
Yeah, what the fuck?
So mad.
It's like,
So basically, what happened is, I can't remember what pronouns they use, so I'm going to use they pronouns.
She.
But do they? I don't know.
Yeah.
Ah, she,
It's
they,
she.
whatever. So Ruby Rose has hurt herself, and therefore has to like dip on Batwoman, which is mad. Which I'm upset because I was only watching it because it's got Ruby Rose in it.
really? I think it's bullshit. I think what's happened is the ratings have actually been dipping like fuck the past few months. I genuinely think that's because of some of the acting and writing's terrible, and therefore Ruby Rose has seen the writing on the wall and bailed.
Probably.
Also, the company's kind of like in a weird way. I think the company's kind of tried to like pin this on her and be like, yeah,
They've recast it though, haven't they?
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
get this. They're in talks with Amber Heard, notorious Johnny Depp beater.
Nah.
Yes. Fucking
Actual fuck that.
from Aquaman Queen Bitch to fucking Batwoman. Okay, that'd be interesting.
Why? Why would you fucking hire someone that? Oh,
Because it's
Jesus Christ.
unconfirmed, and we know DC does like to do this sort of shit. I mean, look, James Gunn got fucking fired for Disney for some dodgy ass tweets, and DC went, Monday Suicide Squad 2, mate. Which was a smart
To be
move
fair,
on their point.
Very old tweet.
Nah.
It's like Amber Heard's
James Gunn's not that bad.
people aren't going to remember Amber Heard as some Johnny Depp beater. Yeah, but they've seen pictures of him next to her, they probably like, you dirty old man. You know?
The fact they're putting her in a
What the
superhero
fuck,
role again
man?
as well.
Well, she wasn't really in a superhero role in Aquaman. She was just a fish woman lady thing.
I don't think I've seen Aquaman.
Me neither. It's not a, you know.
Oh,
Good. I liked it.
I
Come
bet
on,
you liked it.
Jason Momoa.
I bet you both liked it.
Jason Momoa.
The-
Come on.
Yeah.
What about him? It's not in Stargate.
Fair.
It's not the same
Don't
type
tell
of
me that-
wet.
Don't tell me you wouldn't.
Wouldn't what?
Jason Momoa.
I wouldn't Jason Momoa. Mate,
Wouldn't like
Greatest
go and have
sentence
like a
ever.
cup of tea
I
with
don't.
them? Is what Yang is trying to say.
I
Don't
don't.
tell me you wouldn't shag him.
I think he'd be more likely to shag me, even if I put up a fight. But let's not accuse him of something he hasn't done yet. No, Jason Momoa's not my
Wasn't
type.
yet.
Okay, I don't. I'm not into Dothrakis, mate. It's not big strapping men that shag little blonde women who are underage.
Or
Well, you clearly have not
And
opened your
Game of
horizon
Thrones, and and TV
I mean, that
land.
sounds like my trauma. Hang on. What?
Oh dear.
Wow,
Sorry.
that's brilliant. No, it's fine. I'm sure Troll will be most proud of us for making an absolute fucking deviant episode, as we have done.
We just talked about who we want to shag in fucking DC and Marvel. We talked about this whole fucking episode.
The best kind of episode. I love it. But yeah, speaking of which, we are hopefully going to squeeze some time out to watch Stargirl. As it is, I'm pretty sure it's been almost a week since it released, so I'm going to go ahead and say I'm sure it's out there. So we're going to hunt it down.
If it's not, Priv, I'm going to be upset with you.
Well, I'm going to be upset with me because I've been shouting this out for about 2 months, and it's fucking
Irv
no.
will finally understand how it feels to be his parents. Upset with him.
That was a shit joke.
Ah, I
Go
was going to wait and
hide
see
in the
how.
cupboard.
I was going to wait and see how long we could keep that awkward pause going. Yeah,
Oh.
Yangy, cupboard Yangy, fuck's sake, Yangy, Yangy
Have you
Potter.
noticed, not the cupboard,
Fuck
it's the
you,
closet.
Yangy.
Actually, that reminds me of something funny I said. My mum, she was saying, right, I'm going to push it, like, she has a specific cupboard that she keeps her cigarettes in. She's like, oh, I'm going to keep my money in it. And the fag cupboard, and I was like, oh, I believe that's actually called the closet.
And on that note, it's Letterman. Guys, balls and all variations of the species. I think there is as good point to close off, to close the cupboards, to shut away our closet
Put Yangy
feelings.
back in the closet.
Yeah, that. Oh God, I wish it never came out.
Don't put me back in the closet. I don't want to go back.
But I'd like to
Just want
say
to be a closet.
thanks very much for coming and kicking it with us, Tech. That's really cool of you, even though it's not the actual podcast you're supposed to be awake for, and no one
Well, I did
invited
think
you.
it was Sunday, so you know.
Yeah, I bet you fucking did. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming in on behest of Troll. I never invited you. Certainly wouldn't have been my idea. You're not my choice. Go away, Yagi.
Okay.
Oh, I'm only
see
kidding.
you
I love
next
you,
week,
yeah. I'm
Tech.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm picking on you
Quickest
too hard.
turnaround ever.
He's just saying that because he needs someone else to show up on time for the podcast.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
And of course,
Bring those digs. They
uh,
sustain me.
and of course, Alex, thanks very much for coming back this week. Hopefully,
Thanks
bringing
for having me.
not at all, but bit more positive energy, a bit more fucking hype, a bit more fucking. You give us a boost, a fresh air, for once.
So what you're saying is you did want me and I am your favourite.
Yes. So that was clear,
Yay.
because these other two fuckers don't cut it. If I had my way, they wouldn't even have been here today. But
Cut
you
you.
know,
Just me and you, that'd be great.
fucking best tag team ever, mate. We'll start an MCU. Fucking.
yeah, that would be great now, but you wouldn't be able to spell any of the fucking assets for the video.
I'm gonna fucking spell your asset, motherfucker. Let's go, balls and all variations of species. Thanks once again, and if you made it this far, you have earned 500,632 rock points, which is almost a million more than Yangy has. So be sure to cash those in at some point. But check out the Unmonetizables, our fucking CD Uncle podcast over at the Fawk Chronicles, and of course do tune in to the Scots with Soul podcast on Sunday. I'll try and get this uploaded today because Troll's been doing that. And in honour of baby Troll, who could be born at any given moment. In fact, I'll just check my DMs to make sure they haven't popped out yet. We say thank you and cheers again, folks. Catch yous next week or I don't know how to outro. Troll always does outro. Troll outro.
Have you never
Say
listened to
bye.
his outro?
Like bye.
Bye. It's like a special podcast when we do
Cheerio,
that.
fellas!
Bye.